Good morning. I hope everyone is having a good Saturday morning. All right, and I'm gonna try to so I see here there is an option for multi-stream chat. I'm gonna try and live in this. Apparently it will take from Twitch and YouTube, so I can see the people popping in on YouTube. We'll see if it works. Twitch needed extra permissions. YouTube seemed to be chill with it and didn't need my approval for anything, which was interesting. It's like, nah, I got this. So we are gonna keep working on the alpha release. What I was doing before I decided to just live stream it is I am taking out all of the magic tiers, right? So your players have a baked magic tier that they are assigned, and it comes with like restrictions of like what your maximum mana is and whatnot. I am pruning all of that stuff out, and then we also have to go through and lower some of the values for the grimoires, the creation of grimoires. I think last night I got spells done. I think you can make spells now, depending on your tier of your grimoire and the type of spell, the school of the spell. It takes different reagents now, so it's going to be a little more robust there. So what we are doing here is I just disabled magic tier across the board. I'm pretty sure it says 25 errors. If I build this, it's probably more. Nope, it's still 25. Only 25 errors. That's actually not bad. I'm adjusting some of the config options right now, right? Because like total achievable mana and the exponential, like the mana multiplier, those are now going to be different. So I'm starting with my constants. We're going to have to make changes to the configs and get rid of the old configs and put in the new. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff. Spam! How you doing, RC? Are you trying to sell me car insurance? Straight from a Thistledorp and McDonald's parking lot, right? The best insurance scams can buy. This thing will cover everything. Spam, hello. How you doing, RC? Hope your day is going well. My day is going well so far. I mean, I'm on right now, right? Minimum for magic tier upgrade, that config goes away. Players do not have magic upgrades anymore, magic tiers. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. We will go with these settings here. Let's see what broke. You know what, let's take a look here. Is there anything else? Spell failure, explosion, that's still fine. That's the Rust Mage lock stuff. What is this? Behavior, max exponential, mana level, multiplier, Rust Mage. Huh. Interesting. Oh, I think that's the discount for meditation. I really put a lot of stuff in the configs. So we're gonna have to go back through, like badges aren't a thing anymore. Potentially. You know, I can leave that stuff in for the alpha, because maybe there is a place for you to create things with world magic. You know, the things that you don't need a lot of, like Arcanus, bad idea, but maybe like doing the gear shattering, or you know what I mean, like maybe creating your rune stones, because you make those kind of sparingly. So having them as like a ritual that you perform for the imbuement may actually make it feel more magic-y, right? All right, let's see what broke here. Ah, look at all that red. There we go. 34 errors. That's what I would expect. So for the first thing we're gonna have to do is copy and paste. I need to get rid of the tier multiplier, or the tier 1 part of it. So that should cover the new flat rate multiplier for experience. I still want people to be able to change how fast they level when they cast spells. If I put that power into the hands of like the people using the mod, then I will hear significantly less complaining about it. Hopefully. I still, you know, the funny thing is, like, even with all this stuff, I still get people complaining about things, you know, like, it's too slow to level. Did you crack open the configs? You gotta open those things from time to time. More magic-y for your magic, exactly. It's like a hat for a hat. You know what? I'm gonna say maximum's 10. I'm gonna let people chase this dream. Why would you do this? That's better. Alright, so that means these can go away. Boop, gone. I need to do the same thing down here. So the total achievable mana, right now I have 9999. That's just for testing purposes for the alpha. I'm setting that as the default. I gotta figure out what the default value for that's gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna give you 9999 plus magic, because at a certain point you gain so much mana that you don't need mage armor anymore, and I want to keep it in there to where if you want to be a good mage, you need to have your mage armor. So we shall see. we'll see what number that comes up to. I can get rid of all that because that doesn't exist anymore. I can get rid of all of this. Look at those errors whittling down. It's amazing. Ads. Advertisements. All right. I think the rest of this stuff's literally going to be in magic knowledge. Yep. The rest of this stuff is literally a magic knowledge. So now what I could do is continue what I was doing. Come into here. This is not tier 1 anymore. Now it's just... Ooh, this whole thing goes away. Now ads done. Yeah. I swear, like, the ads are... I understand, like, Twitch is a company, they need their money, but come on, man. Just give me an option. If you have under this amount of viewers, you should just be able to turn it off, right? And then sure, if you get above a certain amount, then make it mandatory, but come on. I have this coffee drink here. It's called a dirty chai. Basically, it's like a little espresso and a bunch of heavy cream, like heavy whipping cream, and I guess a little bit of like chai tea. it's like what I can drink if I want to drink coffee. It's all I can drink. So increase player max mana by 1. This needs to change. You know what? This does have to change, but not by much. That's what I want to do. So if your max mana is less than what the config option is, right now it's 9999, and you have enough experience, then go ahead and set everything. This, instead of magic tier, I'm putting in the static 1 value for now, because I'm zeroizing everything out. I'm gonna have to go back through and like rewrite that probably. Rust Mage, send eligible message for tier upgrade. All of this can go away. This whole thing, that will go away. That will also go away. My god, how much stuff is commented out already? Jeez. There we go. Current EXP to next to next max mana level, stop if needed. Oh, this was in case you were at your cap to stop getting experience. It's been a while since I had iced coffee, but it was good. Yeah, this one's actually not bad. Like, the espresso is kind of hidden by the caramel and the heavy whipping cream. Like, it's white. Like, it's literally a white drink. Apparently, it's the drink that pregnant women normally go that are like coffee, but they can't have the caffeine, but they still want to feel like they're drinking coffee. Total achievable mana. We're kind of bouncing around right now because I'm trying to fix all this. I think like all of this, so get experience. So if you are a Rust Mage, oh, I made it to where Rust Mage is leveled up a little faster. That's what this looks like to me. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. They gain a 5% bonus, apparently. 5 whopping percent. Lunatic Mag, greetings! How you doing today? I am doing pretty well. It's funny, I've been saying I've been doing pretty well. My left toe is killing me right now. I was kind of stumbling around last night and like bashed it on a table, and it hurts now. Like, I'm limping around today, but it's rough. And it's funny because like the tip of the toe and like the joint where that didn't hurt, but it like jammed it into like, you know, my foot, right? So it's like a deep ache on my foot. I've been stretching it. It is getting better. I woke up last night and I'm like, oh man, this hurts. Like, oof. But you know, I'll live. Right? There are people out there who have it worse. All this stuff like magic tier level upgrade, we're gonna disable all this. Get rid of it. Fireball the chamber and let the gods sort it out. There we go. That whole system is now gone. This, we don't have to put any number in there. I'm just going to put a 0 in. You know, I'm going to put a 1. I've been putting 1s everywhere. Because this basically just returns this. Which, in this case, for the alpha is going to be 9999. So, boop. Easy. Easy. First time unlocks. We got some stuff here. There is no such thing as magic tier anymore. For this... Copy... paste. Once we get this done and the errors go away, we are going to create some grimoires. I gotta test the system. I think I figured it all out last night. I had to kind of reteach myself. Your magic tier is increased 2 levels, so we don't need that anymore. Let's find this localized key and take it out. I can't wait till the alpha. I want to play this so bad. Actually, I just want to play Vintage Story. That's like, I spend most of my time like modding, which is fun. I enjoy it, but I do spend a lot of time making these mods. A lot of time. This entity watched attribute has attribute magic tier. You know what? Let's get rid of this as well. Ooh, let's go further back in the tree. Let's get rid of this. That's gonna break a lot of things. Two error. Oh, 3 errors now. I was gonna say probably more than that. Let's comment that out because I don't need that string anymore. Good. It looks like I've pruned out a lot of things. Awesome. Let's get rid of this. No way was there one other thing. The basic wand. What am I taking in here? I am taking in magic tier. GUI dialogue tool spellcasting RM. Looks like int magic tier. Let's get rid of this. Okay, and let's get rid of magic tier. One of these is going to be like a cascading failure that I gotta clean up here. Somewhere it's going to be unhappy. Jeez. Okay, there we go. That's kind of what I would expect. Spell icons. Hey, law! Development in general takes a lot of time. Yeah, and it takes more time if you keep changing your stuff, right? Like, if I had, like, a clear, you know, like, this is what I'm going to do kind of plan, it wouldn't be this bad. It would not be this bad at all. But, you know, I keep rewriting these things because, like, you know, you just can't find the fun. The new update, though, I'm not sure if I'm going to do another rewrite because I think I nailed it this time. I think I got it. Like, I'll keep adding to it, but I won't have to, like, rewrite core systems again. It'll just be adding on to those. Alright, so it's going to give slots 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I do have to make a slot 6. Do I have a slot 6? Should I just make that now while I'm in here? I probably should, huh? Probably should make a slot 6. You know what? Not yet. Not yet. He has nailed it. Nailed it. It's funny, every time I think of like that nailed it there, what is this? I'm just looking at this, I'm like, what is this? I don't understand what this is. Oh, these are my innate spells. Okay. I think of that Nailed It show. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that, where it's like the people that are like trying to recreate, you know, like a cake or something that a professional has done. It's like, nailed it. And they come out looking like monstrosities. Like the worst of the worst. There we go. Get rid of all of that. Wow, okay. All the red is gone. We do have to come back to this. I'm going to move it over here. So I allowed you to put in six grimoires into your sanctum. That is it's still configured for the 5 right now. There we go. So eventually I gotta fix that. So we can get rid of it there. Perfect. Look at all this stuff trying to use magic tier. Oh, this is my heads-up display bar. Yeah, the whole tier icon thing goes away because I don't need that anymore. And I got to get rid of it here. So that will get rid of the one next to your mana bar. Item Sigil of Transcendence. Oh, I remember I was going to add new sigils in there and make it unique. You were going to have to use a Temporal Storm. Oh, memories. Let's just forget about these memories, shall we? Kind of get rid of that. And I think I'm just we're gonna go up. I want to get rid of almost everything here. Everything from this point on. I'm gonna disable this item anyways. but I just want to get rid of all of this code so I can put it in like a true disabled state. There we go, and I think that did it. We gotta find the item now. Alright, so these 3 sigils... Yeah, these are in the items. Do I have a work in progress? Nope, wearable. Crap! Alright, let's make a new folder. Item, add, new folder. This is gonna be WIP disabled. There we go. So all of these sigils are going to be disabled. The Eldrathrium Nugget, that's going to be disabled for now. I'm not sure if it's going to be needed. I'm kind of introducing Eldrathrium much later in the mod now. Crystallized Memories are still in there. The Essence Lacrima, I'm not going to... You know what? I'm going to move that as well. Currently, it's disabled. I want to see how the new changes to Essence looks before I attempt to put that back in. Because I'm thinking I can take this one of two ways. Either you can use like the Essence Lacrimas, I can beef them up to where they can just hold a lot of an Essence type, and you can put those directly into like your Obelisk or whatever, and then, you know, pull the stuff, pull what you want out. Or I can have it to where that could be like it could be a mobile battery, or I could bring back the Essence Vault. But I feel like you don't need both of those systems. Like it got a little clunky, right? Like once you got the Essence Vault, because it holds so much. I mean, who was really using the Lacrima? Just link the two things together and click the siphon button, and it just pulls it all in. So we'll put that in there for now. I think Runic Parchment doesn't exist anymore. They're gone. The Synthesis Ciphers are gone as well. And the Talismans are gone. Boom! There we go. Trying to reorganize as I go here. Yeah, and I think that should be just about everything. Yeah, all that looks good. Yeah, I could never figure out how to use the Lacrimas. I put them in the Nexus and couldn't click any buttons, so it just kind of sat in there doing nothing. Yeah, you had to shut off your Nexus. So when you had the runes around it, it would turn it on. The idea was you could move Essence with them shut off. So if you had broke one of the runes, it would shut down your generation, and then all those things would ungray out. And then you could click the button, it would rapidly pull all the essence onto that item, and then you take out the item and move it wherever you want, or put it in like another like thing. You know, so if you're going from a light nexus to a light nexus, and you wanted to move the one, and you didn't want to lose like the, 500 essence that's on there, you'd put in a Lacrima, absorb it all, and then take the Lacrima out. Then you could break that thing and move it, put it back in, put the Lacrima in, and transfer it all back so you didn't lose anything. Alright, Devouring Void. What? Oh, this is for the rust sickness. Aww. That's right. I made it to where if you were a more powerful mage, you would be immune to rust sickness. Not anymore. Not anymore. Sigil of Awakening. Oh, mother of God. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to make this easier. I'm going to put like a 1. And then just comment out the 2 lines here. And we're just going to comment out this. These are going to be deleted anyways. I just don't want to delete them immediately. I don't want to be too hasty in like what I threw now. There we go. Have it at least equal something so it's not null. Alright, oh, network messages. Here we go. Oh, this is the, to forget all your spells and reset your magic tier. That doesn't exist anymore. Oh, and this is the one that unlocks everything, so there's no tier 4 mage anymore. Here we go. What else you got for me? There's something else here. Oh, is it? Where is it? Oh, it's all the way over here. Set float. I think I remember this. You know what? This should just be multiplier. There we go. That's easy. There's something else around here. What else? Oh, I'm just setting the multiplier. That's it. Awesome. The breed spell. Interesting. That's one of my work in progress spells. Oh, so rust sickness is always on around the Nexus now? Well, anything that's going to be generating essence, it's going to be like radiation sickness. Because again, the whole premise is the rust world that makes you drop your temporal stability is where primordial magic comes from. So rust can transform into any specific element, right? It's primordial magic. So as you are generating essence, you know, it's going to give off that primordial magic radiation that isn't exactly healthy for you, right? Same thing if you walk into an Oculus that's currently like running and trying to make something, you will get rust sickness going into that portal too. You know, just because you're not supposed to be sticking your head in there, right? It's like sticking your face in the motor of a car while it's running and being like, yeah, this is fine. Smell those fumes in the scorching heat. Item tool spellcasting. What are you? Oh, this is for the duplication system. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. There should be one more thing down here. Yeah. And all these changes too, like if people really don't like it or think it needs to change for like rust sickness, then, you know, that's part of the feedback feature. Feedback! Alright, basic wand. Oh, okay, I remember. Yeah, I changed that user interface. Although I'm not even using this. So we are going to comment this whole thing out. There is no user interface for the basic wands. My god, how many more errors do I have? Fuck! 81? Yeah, the player, the magic tier was like everywhere. This is everywhere. There we go. A lot of this stuff's gonna be easy though. Easy fixes. The guidebook. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. That wasn't even doing anything. That was an empty key. There, close that out. Let's close all tabs. There we go. So this was adjusted AoE. Oh, I was using magic tier for your AoE potency. You know what, for now, I will put a static number of 4 in here. No, 2. I'll put a static 2 in there. Oops. I may come back to this and make it to where, like, if you put a bracelet on or something, you can increase the range of your area of effect spells. So I don't want to, like, get rid of all of this code because I can use a lot of it for that. But for now, I will just set it. It's going to be a 2 + 2 multiplier, which is 4. It's just going to be 4 blocks around you. Apply changes to buff type. This is going to be a similar thing. 2! So you're going to have to huddle close. The world magic system! Okay, so if if the spell tier is less than or equal to the magic tier, that doesn't matter anymore? Oh my god, how long is this statement? Holy shnikes. There we go. That's what I wanted to look. I just wanted to find the other end. That's all I wanted. Getting some specialized equipment for bonuses would be quite nice. Yeah, that's what I want to make. I want mage armor to, of course, give you some decent benefits. Like, if you want to be a real, like, good mage, you should have mage armor on, but I want to make more trinkets, right? I want to make, like, bracelets, necklaces, that give you, you know, certain buffs. You know, for instance, like, if you want to be, like, the buffer, right, and cast spells, it would be pretty cool to have, like, a necklace that would increase the duration of all of your buffs that you cast, right? You know, so if I'm putting, like, run speed on someone and it lasts, you know, 6 minutes, it'd be cool if it's like, oh, you know what, it's gonna last, like, 12 or 24 minutes now, or, you know, even 30 minutes per cast. Now, getting those kind of things are, you know, it's going to take a little research, right? That's where I think real gems are going to come in, like your diamonds and stuff, but you basically make the item once and then keep it on, and it's like a perma buff. Heads-up display cast bar. What is this? What is this? So, Prism of Oh, this is the Prism of Duplication. We can get rid of that. Wearable Soulbound. Oh, Jesus. I totally forgot about... I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to have to actually think about that. Let's just go back up to the top. There is no magic tier here anymore. Damn it. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, and Tier 4, you know what? All that stuff is not used anymore, so we will get rid of all that. Boom! Oh, that's for the old spell book. I still have that. Yeah, equipment includes like necklaces, bracelets, rings, etc. Not just armor. Yeah. All the stuff that's not just armor. Like, armor's still gonna be good, but if you want to specialize in something, like maybe I'll make like a ring that increases, you know, spell damage, you know, by 1% or something. You know, like it opens up all those options, which I do want to pursue because I think that would be fun. The Celestial Prism. What's this for? Oh, the rust sickness. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Cheap views. Yeah, be gone, bot. No one wants to see your ass. Here we go. All right. It keeps wanting to push me back into the folder, a file I don't want to go to yet. Okay, so things like this. Block Entity Station S. Oh, this is the Essence Vault. You know what? I don't know if I want people to use the Essence Vault or if I want them to, I don't know. I like the idea of Lacrimas a little more because I think it's cool that you could like store the Lacrimas in like a chest or something. The Essence Vault, it's a block. It's got to be kind of close. You know what I mean? Like there are definite restrictions to the Essence Vault. The only thing that made the Essence Vault so good was the fact that I made it to where it could hold a ridiculous amount, but I could easily add a couple zeros to the Lacrima as well. So I don't know. Well, that's going to be part of the feedback. I'll need people to tell me what they think, you know, is it's going to be better, more fun. All right, so for now, though, I will fix the Essence Vault. This is the new if statement that I want to use. right there. And then there's another part down here. Yeah, it's block info. Whoops. Caps lock is on. Yeah, and this is the other thing. There we go. So that should be fine. Oh, that's the rust sickness debuff here. Get rid of that. That was for the obelisk. We're down to 62 errors. We had 300 plus, so we're doing good. I personally like the idea of the Essence Vault. Haven't gotten to it yet, though. Yeah, I mean, they both have their pros and cons, right? Like, if you like to have something in the world that is more, not static, but, you know, like physically something there that you gotta build up and stuff, yeah, then the Essence Vault's probably going to be what you want to go towards, but there's also the Lacrima system is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool system. And what am I in right now? Oh, this is the Prism of Duplication. This would make sense, having to do this. Events, yep, it's the same thing. Shit. Did not want to do that. Find. It's further up here on block removed. Alright, where was this? On player right click, that's what it is. So copy that. Paste. Basically, what I'm fixing here is, like, if you don't know Magic, you can't see any stats at all on Magic blocks. They're invisible to you. They could be running, you can get rust sickness from it, but you just don't comprehend any of the statistics. You don't know what essence systems are, you don't know what's linked to what. Like, it's a black box for you. That's the kind of stuff that we are fixing right now. Oh, the Ritual Altar. Oh, good old Ritual Altar. Yeah, we're gonna we're gonna fix this too. I'm not sure if the Ritual Altar is gonna exist in the same capacity. Like, the Ritual Altar may be just retired, and I could just make real rituals. Like, why do you need an altar to perform them? It's ludicrous. Get block info. Copy this. Paste that in. For now, like, I could put it back in at any time. But, you know, again, a lot of this stuff, it's just going to have to rely on feedback. Oh, God, look at all this stuff. This is for the spellbook. I'm just gonna manually disable all this stuff because the spellbook was really neat. I just don't know how to add it back into the mod yet. So I want to preserve as much of this code as I can because I already figured out how to do the paging and the spaces and how to restrict the view in your spellbook and interact with, like, the skill icons for the spell icons to, like, move things around. I have a feeling I do not have this on randomize. There we go. Now I do. This should actually get rid of a lot of our errors here, fixing just this one file. Look at them all! Oh, goodness. Modding definitely is a labor of love. Alright, let's come down to here. Yeah, this whole if statement is superfluous anyways. Boop, gone. So that was that. Ah, the Transmog Stone had a bunch of things in there. right? Because you had to be above a certain magic tier. You know what? Let's just make it to where you could just use, if you have magic unlocked, you can use the transmog stone. Why not? Why have a restriction? It's gonna take a lot of high level resources to make anyways. But you know, if you can buy it from an archmage, go for it. Delicious. All right, so let me close out some of this stuff here. I kind of feel like, yeah, I got. Oh my god! On player right click. So the transmog stone. So deny use of magic tier is not okay. So this sends a message to the player. Instead of by player, it's just regular old player. I'm gonna have to modify this code a little bit. There is no entity because it's not iPlayer, it's entity player. And we are going to send this packet, and we do not have to return false. I can comment this out. Okay, now this part. So if you have magic tier, okay, instead of doing that, I'm going to copy this. We're going to comment that out. I'll put this in. I'll say if you have magic tier and it's true. And it just goes into this. Now I'm going to have to copy that because I know I'm going to need that if statement again. Let's go further down. Yeah, if you have the magic tier, so again, this we will comment out. Paste. There we go. I'm like, wait, why is there an error still? Doesn't compute. Doesn't make sense. Comment those out, paste that in, paste that. Okay, so the transmog stone should work on any mage, as long as they can get their hands on it. Maybe I can make it to where like the transmog stone is a rare drop as well. That way, maybe a low-level mage could get lucky and get like the transmog stone that changes their staff or something. What is this? Oh, these are the admin tools. Yep, let's get rid of this. There we go. Perfect. Wait, what am I doing here? Oh, current mana, the max mana. I have them set as static 300s. Alright, I guess that works. It's an admin tool anyways. People shouldn't be, like, using it other than me. I had to explain that to someone. Oh, how do I use the admin tool? You don't. I do. Like, well, I'm not going to sit there and write up a guide on like how that admin tool specifically works to test a certain function or feature. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Player entity watched attributes get int. So I'm getting my magic tier. If it's greater than the grimoire slot. Where am I? Oh, this is the sanctum. I think... I don't think I need this anymore. This should never trigger. This whole thing should never trigger. I don't think that would trigger at all. I'm gonna put a to do here, just in case I'm wrong. To do, may not need after magic tier removal? Question mark. Just in case. All right. We got 22 more errors. Jesus. At least a lot of this stuff is easy. So if you don't have this attribute, what is this? What block is this? This is a Spellforge. This is the Spellforge? Why did I do this? All right. Let's go back to the ritual altar. I'm gonna have to find on player, right click. Right here. There we go. So if you don't have magic at all unlocked, here we go. Block info. Copy that. Paste. There we go. Pointing errors. Oh, some of this stuff is like the old. I'm just gonna do mass comment out here. The old stuff, I have to migrate these files to my archive folder, which puts all the stuff out of the mod, but I can preserve the, I just want to preserve the data. And like the old way I did things. What is this? Magic knowledge, huh? Magic tier is gone. No other errors there. Awesome. That's when you know you're getting to the end. You're hitting bedrock. What is this? Transmutation. This is the projectile for transmutation. So if you don't have... let's get rid of magic tier. How many errors are we going to come up with? So these are all the rituals here. Ritual of destruction. That's the test ritual. Okay, I'm going to do some mass commenting out here. Yeah, because this is... Okay, this is the Prism of Duplication. Okay, so this is the Ritual Altar. Everything here can go away because the Ritual Altar doesn't exist right now. This can go away as well. Magic tier doesn't exist if you get the Prism of Duplication, which isn't in the mod right now. You can just use it. I don't think I need this, but I should, you know what? I should put something equivalent in here. If you don't have magic unlocked, return. I don't know how you would have got to this point if you didn't have magic unlocked, right? Because you would need mana to cast a spell. Oh my god, look at all this. The world magic arrays. Oh boy. Alright, let's start disabling some of this stuff here. Because none of this stuff should be anything we care about anymore. Alright, shifting arrays. Miscellaneous arrays. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Okay, so creation arrays. Arcanus to Arcanus, we don't need that. The Eldrathnium Nugget doesn't exist. Runestone, upgrading runestones? I won't comment that fully out, but we'll come back to it. So these I can get rid of. An elemental fragment to a greater elemental crystal. We don't need that either. Elemental crystal to spell staff. Oh, that was the old system. We'll get rid of that too. You know what? This right here. Oops. I do want you to turn flint into obsidian. I'm not sure if it's going to be through a world magic array, but I will leave this here for now. Destruction array, I don't care about any of this. Firewood to charcoal was kind of cool. I will leave that in. Rusty gear to temporal fragment, gone. Temporal fragments have been removed with a vengeance. So much heartache over one item. The shifting arrays, I will leave there. I think it's cool to change your sapling. I think it's cool to do all that stuff. Miscellaneous arrays. So what is this? Oh, that's a Mana Lantern Infusion. I'll keep that. The other two things can go. It's not the same system anymore. Oop. Alright, now I just get to see what's still red. All of this, of course. Of course. You know what, for now, I'm gonna disable this. Because this whole Mana Stone doesn't even exist right now. Why doesn't this look right? Oh, that's why. I wanted to do that. There we go. So I could break it up. Mana Torch light. So a light Mana Torch. I'll just have it to where for now you could use any Mana Torch to do this array, to do this pattern. Destruction arrays. Magic tier 2? I don't think so. You could be any tier mage to cast this. I don't care. Sapling. Nothing in there. What is this? Neutral Mana Torch. You know what? You could use any Mana Torch for this. With no magic tier cap. Same thing here. Use any Mana Torch. No magic tier cap. Alright. There's more? Damn. Wow, I didn't mean to do this. Only a tier 4 mage could have infused a Mana Lantern? Wow, that's kind of crappy. I did not mean that. I thought I'd prune that out. Calculate modified spell cast time. Do I need this anymore? Oh, so I'm just saying if you have magic tier, let's get rid of that. Let's do a lookup on unlocked magic. So if you have unlocked magic, then we can do the calculations. I think the same thing here. If you've unlocked magic, then I can do the mana cost calculations. 8 errors, that's it. And it's all in wearable. The thing I've been ignoring. Alright. Oh god. Alright, what am I gonna do here? What is all of this? Right? What is all of this? Comment out that. Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make this nice and easy on myself. I'm gonna paste that in. I'm gonna come back to the top. I'm just gonna comment all that out. So what is this for? Okay, so this is stepping through the interactions here. So if you have magic unlocked and you are not sneaking, we do the interrupt. Okay, so this is all the stuff here. Item collectible contains. Okay, so this is like if you move or something happens, I send you an error. That's fine. I don't have to worry about that too much because this whole thing's gonna change anyways. I think I just need to copy this. It's gonna be a similar thing. I'll paste it all there. Oop. Get rid of all of that. Run cast logic for the rest of the staff variants. What? You know what? We're gonna get rid of this else statement. There we go. Perfect. Hey, all the errors are done. Yay, let's go in and see if we get crashes. Failed. There were 6 more errors. Come on, man. Oh, the Sigil of Enlightenment? Are you kidding me? Why did I not just, like, delete those? So, amount equals 1. Whatever. Jesus. Comment that out. Comment that out. Nope, nope, can't comment this out. Whoops. Let's just make this equal to 1. Is there anything else? Any other errors want to come up? Nope. Good. Let's get in the game. Jeez. And as long as everything looks okay, we will test out Grimoire creation. Beep boom. Not sure how much longer I'm gonna have to live stream, but kind of trying to keep an eye on my phone. All right, so nothing's crashing. Looks like everything is still here. Awesome. The world still exists. I did make some changes. You'll notice that the basic runestone is now green. So it's green, like a darker green, a dark blue, and a dark purple for the tiers. I kind of like that. Looks like I'm still in this sanctum. That's great. I can cast spells. I fixed the particles there. Yep, I could still... That's the fireball spell right there. Awesome. Let's make it daytime. We got a setup over here. So I changed the texture here, so it's the my enchanted stone now. I also changed this. I thought the wood kind of looked weird. I never really liked it, so I decided to just make it the mana stone as well. But the pedestal looks like it's working. I see my Oculus core. I see the celestial prism and the Oculus, pedestal. And I put a bunch of essence on here, and it's actively generating. And it's got full moonstone generation. So awesome. First thing, let's make this from like start to finish. I'm gonna need one of these. And we'll just put it like right there. Oops, I'm gonna have to link this with this. So it should have unlinked from over there. Yep, Atomic Workbench. It only sees the pedestal. Awesome, that works. Okay, we can go in here now. It says Essence Infusion. I kind of doctored this up a little bit. Insert anything tagged as a catalyst. First thing we're gonna have to get is the spell cipher. We need the blank spell cipher. Let's make a light spell. So let's go through the process. So that's the light spell cipher. There it is. So I have this marked, right? Thaumic Workbench, Light Essence Infusion. Let's look up the runic scroll, because this should be a tier 1 runic scroll. That's got a recipe. There it is. Thaumic Workbench only. Must peer beyond the veil. This process starts with creating runic scrolls. Runic scrolls can be infused with essence to create a spell cipher. So what I want to start off with is a runic scroll. A tier 1 runic scroll. I should be able to put that in here. So I crafted that, right, from the workbench. I put it in here. It's going to start to do essence generation. I got new particles on it to make it, again, feel more magic-like. The particle colors do change while it's infusing. So, like, obviously it's blue for the neutral and the, you know, kind of purple for the dark. But basically, you infuse the essence into this, and then that should give us the item that we just had, which is the neutral spell cipher. I think it takes like 30 seconds, so. Feels more like a minute though, huh? Maybe it is 1 minute, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know what I put. Alright, and there it is. So we got our light cipher. And then what you would do is go to a spell forge. We could put the light cipher in there. And where's my magic chalk? Alright, and that's going to start to go because I'm in debug mode. Yep, it just opens right up. So depending on the essence type you have in there, so that was a light cipher, so you'll see it's like rift, but there's white around it. If it was a neutral scroll, it would be blue with the rust in it, purple for the darkness. Alright, so let's look at it. Meditation, baby. And bam, looks like I discovered a new spell, Befriend Animal. Ugh. But you know what? That's fine. Right, so I got this new cipher. Let me just double check it. It looks good. I have the ingredient list on there. I have the spell description information. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, so now I should be able to throw it in to start essence generation. We can see the ingredient list now. So the next thing it needs is light ash. So it's going to take 1 light ash, 2 leather, 8 parchment, 1 runic compound, 2 feathers, 4 arcanus, and 4 rusty gears. So I got rid of the temporal gear stuff. Now it just takes a couple rusty gears. Sweet. All right, let's throw some stuff in. I think it needed light essence first. I'll just grab a couple. Boom. All right, so it needs 2 leather. Leather. Oops. There we go. Am I gaining mana? I can't tell. Oh, let's do GM1. Rust sickness, good. Whoa, freaking out, man. Do I get rust sickness from this? Yep, good. That stuff doesn't affect you when you're in creative. All right, so paper. All right, so that's all the paper. One of these compounds. Boop. All right, feathers. Couple, yep, 2. I think it was 4 of those. Rusty gears. Oh, there we go. So it has triggered. It needs light essence now. So at this point, because I don't have anything here, let's see what it says here. Requires essence. No nexus or essence vault connected. Good. So let's tag this to that. Green. It looks like it is not part of that anymore. Let me just double check. Yep, it's just a default Thalmic Workbench. Oculus Core. And Celestial Prism. Perfect. Now it needs essence. There is more than enough essence, so catch transmutation. And we should see, hopefully. Hey, it worked! And we got the Grimoire. I got rid of the randomized stats for now. So you can't find a really, really, really good version of the spell, but you can't find an abysmally bad. It's the default stats. So yeah, that's it. Befriend animal. Let's take a look at my spells. So I got Fireball. If I put this on my... There we go, put it on there. So Befriend animal. Now if I open up my staff, yep, we got Befriend animal. It looks like Befriend oh, I gotta go through my spells and do all of the particles effects. I gotta remap all of those again. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, so that works. Awesome. What I need to do is go through the configs and change the amounts for things, because that was 500 essence for a tier 1 spell. I think it's like 7,000 for a tier 4 spell. That stuff's gonna be like 100, 300, right? Like we're talking lower amounts. But yeah, so I think I just gotta keep picking away. That was the biggest hurdle for alpha. You know, you need to be able to create spells. I still need to test the tier 2 and 3 spell. But yeah, things are kind of coming together now. I need to put in a couple more recipes. I need to verify all of these and get like the correct entries in there. Pretty sure if you do like Spellforge, yeah, this is the old way. The old way of doing it. You don't just use runic scrolls. I'm not going to have, you know, I'm trying to get rid of all that stuff. So once that stuff is done, and this doesn't even have a recipe, a crafting recipe, so I got to get the recipes in there so you can get this stuff. I got to put the recipe in for this still. Once these core recipes are done, then I think alpha will be ready. And I got the server ready. Maybe I'll put out a poll today to see like what other mods people want. Obviously, I'm not going to have like 65 mods on the server. But you know, if someone's like, yeah, you know, put this mod in, and it's a mod that I like as well, I'll put it in. All right, let's find someone to raid because I need to go make some lunch. And then I will be back on probably about an hour. It won't be too long. Make lunch, eat it. But yeah, so what do you before I go? I think you're the only one here. Lunatic. Oh my god, Lunatic Mag. Yeah, since you're, what do you think of the new spell kind of creation process? Right, you make your scroll, you infuse it. You know, in your Thaumic workbench that's tied to a certain attribute. Like if this was a Devouring Void, then obviously this would be tuned with that, and then I would have made a Darkness Scroll. And then I would have infused it with the Darkness Scroll here and got a random Dark spell, which would have required other ingredients, right? A lot of it would have been the same, but there would have been a few changes to like, it would want like the Dark Essence and things like that. Like how it looks so far? Awesome. Awesome. Because I'm just trying to get it to like flow a little better, right? And also on top of that, you will have you'll have all of these. They're not staves anymore; they are wands now. But you will have these primitive wands to cast spells as well. And step enchanter. That's the next step, right? I got to pull up. I got to get some enchanting going on, which I do want to put in. I don't know what it would look like though. Like, what would I enchant? You know? I kind of wanted to put my own like pickaxe and like shovel and stuff in here too, like magic imbued, and have it do like 3x3, and you know what I mean? Like just have it like have like the basic tools better. What I really want to put in is a dig spell. That's another thing I want to put in. I want to put in a spell where like you can cast it, and depending on the level of dig that you're using, it will mine out certain things. So I thought that'd be cool to like cast it and it just like a 3x3 area, just, you know, like, just mines it all for you. You can enchant long dead tomes or research the old tomes. Well, again, right, enchant with what, though? Like, what would enchantment actually do? That's what I need to figure out. And someone does already have, like, a mod, I saw it, for, like, kind of like Minecraft enchanting, but I'm not sure what effects it actually gave. I think the process was similar. I don't think it actually added a lot of things. I'd have to look at it, but I glanced at it and I'm like, oh, cool. You know, like one of those, oh, cool things. Enchantment could also be a way of upgrading equipment and stuff, so like enchanting the ring of damage to be either more damage or damage plus range or something. Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility, but then you're talking about enchantment being like an end tier thing, right? An end game thing. I do still need to put in mage armor. The new mage armor isn't going to be like how it was before. I want you to take your armor. Where is it? Equipment. Right? So I want you to take your armor and like enhance it, right? I don't want like the old armor to just sit in a box and rot away, right? I want you to like, I want it to grow with you. I'm not sure what that looks like yet, but we'd have to see. I could have it to where instead of just giving you these like the flat out like max mana cost and stuff like that, maybe I could have like sockets or something. So maybe you could like socket in, you know, something that gives you like plus 100 maximum mana, right? That way it's not necessarily, there's no reason why like your tier protection and everything can't be a flat rate. Yeah, getting attached to your equipment and growing with it's a cool idea. Yeah, I think of oh, what was it? Like Tinker's Construct had, you know, like with their tools, how like you would use them and like they would just like get better as you use them. And then there was that the Tinker Construct add-on for like the armor. So like as you were taking damage and stuff with your armor on, like you would be gaining like experience with that set of armor, which made it like really powerful. So I kind of wanted to do something like that with the mage armor. So like it starts off at like level 0, right, or level 1, and it's like, you know, like we're talking, this thing's like toilet paper, right? But as you're casting spells and maybe taking damage in it as well, because the armor doesn't disappear, right? It breaks. But, you know, you repair it so much, and then eventually casting so many spells, like it becomes a level 2 armor, which, you know, which would increase its stats. Right, so it's like, oh, cool, my level 2 armor, instead of plus 10 mana, now gives me like plus 40 mana, you know? So that kind of progression. Okay, so you end the stream now as I has arrived. Yeah, Bernardo, I was about to go. Why do you come like an hour plus late to the stream? I gotta make some lunch soon here. Yeah, gem slots or something. Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? Gem slots, all that would be is like a type of enchantment system, right? So I think I would rather have enchantment than like gem slots, like WoW. Yeah, full-on RPG, yeah. Nerdy D&D World of Warcraft stuff. I'm the same way, right? That's where a lot of my stuff comes from. Right? A lot of these ideas. Which I do. I still have my collector's edition, my expansion collector's edition over there. I gotta crack that thing open. I gotta get me some WoW in. I did decide I'm gonna be a Death Knight this time around. I'm going back to my Death Knight, back to my roots. Yeah, Bernardo. I see how it is. But yeah, I mean, a system like that, though, see, I would have to have that conversation before I start thinking about, like, the armor design, right? Like, the mage armor. Like, what does this look like? You know, is this obviously would have to start off as a crafting recipe in the, you know, in the Thaumic workbench, right? So you would make your armor, But then what happens, right? You have this weak armor. Like, does it make sense to have a leveling system for armor that never disappears? And that leveling system, right? Like, it would have to be soul-bound to you when you put it on. That way, you don't have this awesome mage armor that your friend can use and become, like, super OP, you know? Oh, mister, I just unlocked magic, 10 armor later, right? And they're like, here you go, here's level 20 armor, right? And, wow, my mana went up to, like, over 1,000. Wait, DKs have rune carving? And you have runes in the magic, right? Well, I do. I do have runes all here. You use them to do, like, world magic and enhance things. I like attuning your armor to grow with it. Yeah, that's what my thought is. It's like, you make the armor, and it all starts off at, like, basic default level 1 armor, right? So you can't put it on unless you soulbind it, right? So I have that system in right now. So, like, once it's soulbound to me, right, here we go. It took some of my mana, but now it's soulbound to me, and I can put it on, and it actually increased my maximum mana there, right? But, you know, this is only something I can equip now. Now, the second part of this is I can put in a system to where I look for triggers, right? Every time you cast a spell, maybe. And no matter what the spell is, maybe it gives you a little experience, right? Your armor gains a little experience, you know? So, and then after so much experience, right, it levels up. Or maybe I don't do it that way. Maybe I make it a physical item, right? So what if I make it to where, like, oh, you need this advanced runestone, right? And you need to set up something similar to, like, the Spellforge, but for equipment. And then I'll have to take off the armor, put it in this thing with whatever the reagents are, like the, you know, primal arcanus and things like that. And then I can force this to, like, upgrade and enhance, right? And now I got, like, the next level equipment. I don't know. I like the antenna in the back. The antenna? Oh, yeah. You don't like my hair? Or are you talking about the... Yeah, you're talking about the gems, right? That I have down there. Hey, that's called fashion, Bernardo. That's fashion. I heard a tune, I'm getting a Nixia attunement PTSD. Yep, you gotta attune to it. Or soulbind to it. You will attune to an element, Batch. That right there. So in Discord, I do have a couple polls if you guys didn't vote yet. I have them pinned right now in the Rustbound, the Magic Mod section. So it looks like people have... why can't I see this? Jump. Ah, there we go. So it looks like 7 people voted. There's 7 days left for this, but it's for the attunement, like a specific element, or like the batches, like an essence type. So landslide victory, people want that. I need people to vote on if we're gonna have an in-game, like, guidebook, or if it's gonna be through the survival handbook, you know, and to have, like, the guides here, right? Like essence. Like, does it exist here, or will it exist in this? Right? Where does our guidebook live? I need more people to vote. I want a landslide victory here. It's what I need. Because I need to do that too for the alpha, so people know, like, how the system works, right? I can't trust that everyone's been watching every live stream I've done and they're like, oh, I think I remember Vice playing with this. Yeah, this is the natural flow. Let me take a screenshot of this and pass it to people and be like, good luck. My brain is somewhat mush right now. Apologies. Can't really be clear what I'm thinking. That's all good. Hey, that's what Discord's for. You collect it all there, you know? We can all have a conversation about it. But it's important to know, like, how, like, the broad strokes, right? How is armor going to work? Does it need a level up system? Like, do I need to have, like, an experience kind of watched attribute on the armor? And then, like, what triggers experience? Because you can beef it, right? Like, if it's just, I take damage and die, right? Or I take damage, and as I take damage, it gains experience. That's not really a good way, because then you can just repeatedly die over and over again to, like, a cactus bush, or, you know what I mean? Like, something that just hits you repeatedly, kills you, and you keep all that experience. You know what I mean? So that system's flawed, but, like, maybe depending on your spells, like you're casting spells, that would make sense. The more spells I cast with my armor on, the more experience it gets, but then what would experience be raising, you know? And keep in mind, I want you to have different types of armor. I want you to be able to make a light armor, a dark armor, and then have, like, a neutral set of armor. And the idea would be, like, if you have light armor, it means you want to cast primarily light spells and probably attune yourself to the light element, so you gain bonuses with, like, casting fire spells or nature spells or whatever. So I gotta figure all of that stuff out sooner than later. Because, like, right now, there's no mage armor, right? So everyone's going to be walking around naked until I get this in. But I got to know how the new system is going to work. I need something that works. It's all good. So he dissolves his too with some weird soda. Yeah, I don't dissolve it, Bernardo, but I do beat it up. No way I'm only wearing my God set armor, right? All right, Bernardo. It's coming. I realized the reason why I liked the handbook more was because, from what I remember, there were numbers and stuff, and it was cleaner in there compared to the... Yeah, that's the thing. Like, for the formatting of this, like, first of all, images, right? Like, I can have actual pictures of things, which is awesome. What I will do is the guidebook, like, if this does win, which it looks like it's actually gonna win. There are 5 votes for this and only 2 for, like, the guidebook or the survival handbook. But this is where I'm gonna make the book bigger, so it's gonna stretch, like, if this is the bottom, it's gonna stretch out to, like, here. So the pages are gonna be bigger, which means I can actually put a lot more text and have more room formatting things. I think this runs pretty smooth, you know? Like, kind of just going through everything. Like that right there, to make this, how am I going to put these images in a way that people are going to understand in the survival handbook? Like, you just can't, right? You can't add images. Like, it's... Yeah. But, yep. This is, I think this will be our future. I think so. Which means I gotta start back from here, and I'm gonna have a section on, like, unlocking magic, right, and basic stuff. Primitive magic, right? And then the grimoire system, and then light, dark, and neutral essence, and attunement, and blah, blah, blah. I swapped my vote from survival handbook to the in-game guidebook because I realized that you could just move the good info into the in-game book. Oh, yeah, that's the thing, right? It's already written up. And I gotta rewrite it anyways. On that soda matter, what are you drinking today? Asphalt, eggplant flavor? It's actually chai tea. Chai tea. So that's what I'm drinking. All right. I gotta make some lunch. Who is streaming Vintage Story? I need someone where I could tuck and roll, because I have no idea what I'm gonna make. What is this? May contain sexual themes. I'm like, why? Why? I want Vintage Story, right? Early Bronze Age. Okay, we got only a couple people here. The point I had earlier was that the survival handbook had like 4x temporal fragments equals 1, which the in-game one didn't. Well, yeah, right. And that's the thing. But the formatting of it is also a little weird, right? So in here, right, the only thing that I would lose the ability to do is this, right? You click on, like, none of this stuff exists anymore. That doesn't exist. Obsidian Stone, right? So you could click Obsidian Stone and it brings you to, like, Obsidian Stone. That's the only thing that you would like lack, right? You know, like the Eldrathnium Ingot. There we go, right? And everything that the Eldrathnium Ingot could do. But it's not going to be that hard to, like, look at your book and be like, oh, there's, you know, whatever it is. You can, look at that. You can have both open at the same time. Right? So there are things that could be done. They're definitely. I could put a bar on top of this, and I can have it to where you can move this book around too. Right? But all this information, I could paste all of this stuff into here. So, but yeah, like I said, that's the only thing that you end up missing, right? Like, just being able to click and go to a link. So, I don't know. Unless I could, you know, I actually haven't tried to put in a link into here. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna give it a try. Let's just do a World Magic list of creation arrays here. I'm not sure if I have that functionality. What is it called? All World Magic Patterns. So this is the formatting. All right, let's go into the guidebook and intro. This manual. There, I'll just put it in like this. So it's either going to literally paste the string in there, which is going to look kind of weird, or it's going to know how to format and create a link. I have a feeling it's not going to know how to format and create the link. I don't think it's going to work. Because it's a straight string read. Yeah, see? So it's not able to kind of reformat that. See, that's what you would be missing, though. But you could have this open and the handbook, and if you see like manual, right, you could look it up there, because this stuff will have some information. If we go to the Celestial Prism, what is that? I could type it in here, and it will have information in here as well, right? Created by the Ritual of Purification. I'd be able to go into Rituals here, find the Ritual of Purification, see like what it would do, right? Whatever the information is. And then it tells me, right? Light Essence Generator. And yep, sitting in sunlight, only works during the day hours, right? So you get the broad strokes looking up the item. Right, essence and ley lines, right? So I kind of tell you what it is. You need a ley line resonator. You know, the fact that it's a magic station, an essential station, right? So you will still be able to look up my items and stuff in here and get some information, right, for a specific item. The guidebook should be more of a, you know, this is the flow of the mod. This is the primitive age. This is what you should make. This is what your goals should be. What resources you should be getting, things like that, right? Is it possible to find a way to do the link to auto-open the survival handbook? Or would that be a lot of effort with not much payoff? Well, that's the thing, right? Like, that would have been the link to do it. It's just not formatted right, but I'm pasting in a static string here. Like, it's not doing any special formatting, and I don't know if I can. I don't even know if I can do that. I guess I can look up one thing before I head out. Because I can look at the handbook and see if it, because either way it takes in a string. I don't know if it's like parsing it out differently. So this would be something handbook, right? I think it's this. So attributes handbook, extra sections, add general information, so get handbook info, rich text component base may be what it is. Upscale margin, pattern, compose elements, render inactive elements, calculate bounds, get current flow path. Maybe it's not this. Maybe it's not that. Although I see it a lot here. I do see it a lot. What is this? VTML utility. Rich Textify. What the hell is that? Rich Textify. It doesn't tell me anything. Oh, this, I think these are the icons, right? Are these the icons? Oh no, look, so this is like the line break. This may be it, but I don't know how to use this in my static strings, right? Because it's a component, so it's saying it's a rich text component. I don't know, let's try something fast. Let's go into the GUI. It would be cool to get this going. So let's scroll down, right? So this is what it looks like, right? Add static text. So let's see if there is an add rich text. String is the code. I don't know, let's give this a try. If it works, great. If not, then we don't really miss anything. Watch, this is all it takes. I think I need to reload, right? Oh wait, this is just the title. Whoops. Now it's unhappy. Oh, lowercase t, add rich text. Whoops. God, it's not mean to do that. Son of a bitch. Alright, so you know what? That right there kind of clenches it. I say F this whole making guides in the survival handbook thing. Look at that. Although it does look... Oof. The pages, I think the pages need to be a little darker. Because that's kind of hard to read. Manual of Magical Arts. is there a way I can like change that? So instead of like white detailed, the weight's normal. Color width. See, it's putting it in like a link format. So if I do color util dot, can I just like, so if that's black, there should be a white variant of that. White argument, there it is. I just want to see if like, if it has any bearing. Right, so that's it. No, it made the whole text, so that's for the whole text. So I could do something like that, that I can like darken the page. Let's go into the texture for this, and then I really do have to go. Guidebook. Here we go. So like I would take these two, and then we would just like hit them with a darken. Could do like that, and we'll see how readable it is now. Because if I can have this in there, polls over, guys. We're getting the in-game guide, the in-game book. That's what we'll be getting. It's winning anyways. Winning over hearts and minds. See, like I could go this approach and have like white text with the links. Although it would have to be a much darker page, or I could have a border here so it could be like white text, right? I can like cut out the border, and then I can make it like really dark, right? So it pops better. Because that's why it works here, right? Because it's the border, the background's dark, so the links and everything look better. So I could replicate that. Let's undo that. I'll save it. But okay, let's find someone to raid. We are going to raid this dude. Blazing Fury 64 /raid. Alright, everyone. Oh, his settings, you cannot raid people. Too bad, sir and or madam. Too bad. We will raid this person. Mr. Melon Official. I think I may be following them. No, I'm not. So yeah. Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Every stream, like every time I touch this stuff, we're getting closer and closer to that alpha. The next thing, since we can make spells, the next things I have to work on are recipes, and converting this book is going to be the next big thing. We're gonna get the text and everything converted to the rich text, start putting in links, start reformatting it, gonna come up with some new tabs. We will do the primitive magic tab first, and the unlocking magic. We'll migrate that stuff over because that didn't really change. And we'll see how it looks. But thanks so much for watching. I will probably be back on, who knows, maybe an hour or two. It depends. Maybe definitely this afternoon I'll have time. Thank you so much. Have a good day, everyone, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.